Welcome back, everybody. It's a cracking day here in Victoria today. Nice sunny winter's day. So thought I'd make most of the good weather and we'll take the truck out to the bush and we'll try and flex it up. We'll see how the tray articulates and how the spring mounts on the chassis work. As you saw last week, we got the front and the rear winch installed. And then prior to that, we got the tray all mounted with the kinetic spring mounts. So the next big job is going to be removing the tray again, setting it up in the shed, and then I can start building the camper body. But before I do that, I want to take the truck out for a quick spin and we'll go test the kinetic spring mounts and we'll test the winches.
See if we can get bogged by ourselves.
No, we're not getting bogged.
To run the winches, you need to get stuck.
We're not getting stuck. Just let a little bit of air out of the tyres and we're going to go try make our way up this lookout track. Only made it to the top of the lookout. That track wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's been a while since we've been forward driving, so that definitely gets the heart rate up a little bit. And especially with a new vehicle, you don't know how it's going to handle. A lot taller than my previous four-wheel drive, so it's definitely a lot more top-heavy. And it's only going to get worse once the camping goes on, so we're going to have to really take it easy and learn its capabilities before we go taking it too hardcore off-road. What happened?
You picked the wrong track.
There's a big tree across the track. We'll have to get out and have a look, see if there's a way around. Oh, we might be able to come through. Oh, she looks soft. Yeah, we can probably come through here. And then around. Through the mud, yeah.
Dry mud.
Yeah, it's pretty dry. I think we'll be right.
Goal achieved. Close to going backwards. The front is like you're driving into a wall at the moment. Why'd you do that?
I may have got a little bogged. Not my fault, there was a tree over the track. Okay, come on. The tyre pressures are still fairly high. We're on 35 psi, so I could go lower, but the whole point was to test the winches, so we might as well get the rear winch out, pull backwards, and then we'll go from there. Okay, change of plans. We only brought the short tree trunk protector, and those trees are massive, so couldn't fit it around those trees. Guess you could say I was winchful thinking. Alright, quit joking around. Let's get out of here. I found this tree up ahead off to the left, this one over here, and my strap just fits to that one. Because I could go to this one here, but can only winch forward about 1.5 meters to hit the tree. So I'll pull the front winch out to this one over here, and that should help pull us around the corner, and hopefully that works. The rear one frees better.
There we go.
If this tree was 1 millimeter bigger, we wouldn't be able to do this. I haven't yet put my extension cable up to the full bar, so in the mud I guess. Well, the bull bar and winch worked well. The winch did its job, put us out of that bog hole. Now we're gonna have to go to the car wash on the way home. It's another day, and I've just come out to the old local four-wheel drive tracks where I used to live. Trying to find a good spot I can flex it up to test out those tray mounts. You can see up here, we've got some pretty wild tracks. So we've got 3 options, option A, option B, option C. They're all pretty wild, very steep, rocky, shaly. We've just come down to scope it out. I don't think we'll actually drive up it today, but I might just have a quick play around at the bottom on these rocks, see if I can flex up the truck a bit, and we'll have a look at how those tray mounts work. So we've got some pretty big rock ledges and things here. Surely we can flex it up. Well, whether it's going to actually flex up properly, I don't know. I think because there's no weight on the back of the truck, it's actually hard to get it to flex. So we'll see how we go.
Straighten up. Yeah, go left a bit. Pretty much in your hole now. So this is what the spring mounts do. Look, there's a hole. Right in there.
Okay, so we found a little bit of a flex spot. So I've managed to find a spot where I can get my left front wheel up on a rock and then the right front wheel's dropped in a bit of a hole. So we get a bit of diagonal twist in the truck. I'll walk around and give you a look. You can see the shocks are very short. So I think those shocks are pretty much on full extension right now. It looks like there's very little weight on that tire. The front's tucked up. We could probably have a quick look underneath and look at the bump stops. Yep, that's it. We're on bump stops at the front. It doesn't take much because from factory there's only about 20 to 30 mil between the diff and the bump stop. We'll walk around to the other side and I'll show you. We can see as the tire's starting to bulge, we've got a lot of weight on this rear wheel. And then as we come along, we can see these spring mounts are actually starting to open up a bit, which is hard to tell on those ones, but you can see this front one, that usually sits hard down. So this tray is now lifted off sort of almost 20 mil. So they do work. If it didn't have those spring mounts, all that tension from the twisting chassis would be into the tray mounts itself. You'd end up cracking a weld or breaking those tray mounts off the chassis. So they're doing their purpose. We definitely need to upgrade the suspension and get some longer shocks in there because that's pretty poor suspension travel. As soon as I got that camper built, I'm going to get this truck up to Queensland. There's a custom suspension place up in Queensland that deals with these canters. And I'm going to get the full new suspension kit, longer shocks, everything. And don't forget the bigger tyres. We need bigger tyres. We need 37s.
At least.
At least.
Do I follow him up the hill, or do I just stand here and wait till he comes back down? Past it now.
There we go, another good test for the winch. At one stage there, I just didn't put any drive and just relied on the winch entirely, so it was pulling the whole weight of the truck up, and it was doing it with ease, so that's good considering the truck's going to get a lot heavier. Fun?
It was a good test for me. It's my first time setting up the winch and using that winch. I've never even been shown how to work that winch. I had to just figure it out.
It's a little bit awkward at the moment because you actually have to climb under the front of the truck to plug the remote in. I haven't got a wireless remote or in-cab controls yet. That's still to come.
In the mud, in date night going out clothes.
It was worth it.
It was.
I was actually really surprised how easy it walked up that steeper part of the hill. This section here, as you can see, it was actually a really good flex spot. You've just got those sort of opposing wombat holes, and due to the lack of suspension travel, it just couldn't get any traction. And also, we're still running highway pressures at the moment because we're just on the way to a night out, so we didn't really have time to deflate and inflate, which in hindsight, maybe it would have been quicker. But even if we had have deflated, I don't think we would have got it because the wheels were literally coming off the ground. There was no weight on the wheels and therefore no traction. So once we get some longer travel suspension and some bigger tyres, it'll be unstoppable, I reckon. Well, that was a good little test for the truck. So thanks everyone for watching again, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye!
Bye! I'm busy. I'm packing up the mess you made.